Good evening, this is Jason with JBB Sports. It's Saturday night, January 15th. Well, I went 0-2 today in the NFL. I was winning both games at some point in time during that game, probably first quarter for each of them, and turned around and went 0-2. So we'll get back to that later. Um, right now, I just like to let you know I went 3-0 in my NBA picks, and I went 2 out of 3 in my NHL picks. My one loser in the NHL was we picked Boston Bruins over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh ended up winning 3-2. We are going to go against Pittsburgh again. They're not playing until Tuesday, but we're going to take Detroit Red Wings on Tuesday because the team still is not doing very well without Sidney Crosby, even though they pulled a win out today. I think Boston just slipped up a little bit. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to have taken Boston Bruins on Monday. So just a recap. I went 0-2 on the NFL. So just a little word of advice, a little update. Anquan Bolden had 2 drop balls. Both of them were on key plays. And Flacco also dropped a snap. Ended up coughing up the ball for a fumble recovery. These are things that are not going to happen when Pittsburgh goes into New England. And you know that's what's going to happen. They're going to go into New England. New England's going to end up beating the crap out of the Jets tomorrow. That's pretty much a given. It looks like it's going to be Patriots and Green Bay in the Super Bowl, which would be great because we end up with Tom Brady again, but now this time instead of Brett Favre, we end up with Aaron Rodgers. So I'm hoping they're making the over-under about 62 to about 65 for the Super Bowl. Anyway, let's get into tomorrow's action. We'll worry about the Super Bowl in another 2 weeks. I still like the Bears tomorrow -10, and I like the Jets. I like New England -9. Simple as that. Now tomorrow for the NBA for Sunday, the lines just came out. I got the Lakers -5. They're technically at the Clippers, but it doesn't matter. They're at Staples Center, so I like that game. The next game is the Nuggets and Spurs. Spurs are favored by 7.5, but I don't like that game, so we're just taking the Lakers on that game. For Sunday, there's some interesting stats that we got going on Sunday's NHL games. I like the Washington Capitals. They are -200, which I don't like too much, but they're 15-5 at home. They're playing the Ottawa Senators, who's 8-9 on the road. Now the reason why I tell you that is because for my second pick, I like the Philadelphia Flyers. Now this is an interesting line, which I don't understand why this line came out. I originally didn't like the Flyers too much because I figured they were going to be a heavy favorite, but Philadelphia Flyers are 15-5 on the road, but they're even money. They're at the Rangers. The Rangers are 11-9 at home. But they're making the Rangers a 20-cent favorite. So you're getting even money on the Flyers. So Flyers 15-5 on the road, Washington 15-5 at home. Doesn't matter if you're home or on the road. If you're 15-5 via on the road or at home, still, you're winning 3 out of 4 games. So if you're winning 3 out of 4 games, both of these teams should be -200. So you're getting Philadelphia Flyers even money. That's really my pick of the day. Is Philadelphia Flyers. Anyway, my third pick for NHL is going to be the Anaheim Ducks. They're at home. They're on 2 days rest. They're 16-7 at home. There's no line on it yet because Edmonton Oilers were still playing, and Edmonton Oilers just lost 5-2 to the Kings. Now remember, Edmonton was just coming off that big win to San Jose. And also, if you had followed my picks, you bet against San Jose on Thursday. You had Edmonton at +2-1. You had a 2-1 underdog. You won that. You turned it around, and on Thursday night or Friday, I gave you San Jose for today. You turn around and take that favorite. Why take them at -250 when you can turn around and get them at 150 2 days later? And look what happens. San Jose ends up winning 4-2. Okay, so as you see, I have certain systems, and there's a certain method to my madness. So these games actually work out really, really well. And in the long run, if you write down your stats, your games, your wins and your losses, especially money line or point lines, you watch you end up winning at the end of the season. I carry a real high percentage. Yesterday I went 4 out of 5 in NBA. That's 80%. Today I went 3-0. So you're talking 7 out of 8. That's pretty good. That's pretty good hold. Now anyway, let me get on to Monday for you in case Sunday night I can't get you any picks because it happens to be my anniversary. So I'm gonna be out and about. So I'm not gonna be handing out any picks tomorrow night. So this is your video. So Monday, let's get into business. Monday, Utah Jazz. There's no line yet on the Utah Jazz game. They're at Washington Wizards. Doesn't matter to me. Just take Utah Jazz. Again, if you saw my earlier videos, we're going to go on a trend where we're betting against the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks are in Detroit Pistons, so we're taking the Pistons. Doesn't matter what the line is. We love the Pistons. Monday for NHL, we're taking the Boston Bruins because Boston Bruins are off a disappointing loss today to Pittsburgh Penguins. So they're at home against Carolina Hurricanes. They should rebound off of their loss today. That was my one NHL loss today. We're also taking the Los Angeles Kings. They just won today 5-2. They're on a tear. They're playing really, really well. They're going to be in Dallas Stars Monday. Tuesday for the NBA, there's only 2 games going on Tuesday for the NBA. The Atlanta Hawks are at Miami Heat, and the Charlotte Bobcats are at Chicago Bulls. Now, early tells right now, the only thing I really like is going to be the Atlanta Hawks. That's going to be it. That's the only game I like, but there's only 2 games going on, so there's really not much to choose from. Now, Tuesday for NHL, Detroit Red Wings are playing Pittsburgh Penguins. Like I said, we're going to go against Pittsburgh Penguins. Boston lost today. So we're picking up Boston on Monday to pick up our win on that one to make ourselves pretty much even. And then we're going to turn around. We're going to take Pittsburgh Penguins to get our loss off of the Pittsburgh Penguins. We want them to lose a game. So we're gonna win a game off of our loss from Boston, and then we're gonna turn around. We're gonna get another win off of Pittsburgh. So you're gonna end up ahead on that. And my only other pick for Tuesday is going to be the Colorado Avalanche at home against the Vancouver Canucks. And again, there's no line on these games yet, but then again, you know, it's Saturday and I'm giving you game picks 3 days in advance. But that's how my system works. You've got to follow how their games go, whether they win, whether they lose, whether there's injuries, no injuries, whether head coaches are talking smack or not, and then build on whether they're winning or losing. And as you see, Columbus Blue Jackets, they beat Detroit in a shootout the day before. So, you know, I really didn't like that game, but then what we do is we jump on Detroit Red Wings the next game, and look what happens. They end up winning. Same thing with San Jose Sharks and Edmonton. We find out who loses that game. We turn around. We try to bet against. We try to take the winner, and then on the next game bet on the team that lost. And it turns out you went 2-0 on those. You got a 2-1 underdog in Edmonton. You won that game right out, and then you turn around right back and you turn around and bet on San Jose. So we bet against them one game, we win that. We bet on them the next game, we win that. So we win both of them. With the Boston Pittsburgh game today, it didn't work out to our advantage, but that just means we take the same scenario and we just bump it up to the next 2 games. We're going to bet on Boston Bruins again, and then we're going to bet against Pittsburgh Penguins again, at least until Sidney Crosby comes back. Just like we're betting against the Dallas Mavericks, and you won both of those games also. So good luck. Let's do some winning together. Anybody that likes what I got to say, please subscribe. More subscribers the better, and you know, I want to build a good fan base because April's coming, and I'm gonna have some good picks and an excellent system that I've built over the last couple of years for baseball. Every single day we're gonna have top of the line picks. Basically, they're gonna be my 1, 2, and 3 star picks, and maybe I'll send out some emails for private picks for my 4 and 5 star picks, depending on what we do. You got to talk to my partner Brad. And we might set up another website or start advertising my 5-star picks. So that should be coming up in the next couple months. So good luck. If you want to subscribe, we're going to put a subscription up right about here. And you can subscribe to our channel. So good luck, and I will see you on Tuesday.